Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making one of South Africa's favorite dessert, which is Malva pudding. We got this recipe from Taste magazine, which was from Woolworths. For the ingredients, I have 1 1/4 cup cake flour, which I sieved, a cup of custard sugar, half a cup of milk, 2 eggs, and 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, and a pinch of salt. Then I have a tablespoon of apricot jam to a tablespoon of vinegar. And the ingredients for my syrup, of which I'm going to use just before the Malva pudding is out of the oven, is a cup of fresh cream, 115 grams of butter, 100 grams of brown sugar, and half a cup of orange juice. To my bowl, I'm going to break up my eggs. To my eggs, I'm going to add in my sugar, I will whisk this together till it's fluffy. Now it's looking nice and fluffy, so I'm going to add in my tablespoon of apricot jam. Now I'm going to cream all this together. So this is how it's done. In the meantime, I preheated my oven to 175 degrees, and I even melted my 2 tablespoons of butter. To this butter, I'm going to add in my half a cup of milk, and my 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I transferred my flour to a plate, and to my flour I'm going to use the teaspoon of bicarbonate soda and the pinch of salt. I give this a mix, and using a bigger bowl, I put in my egg mixture. I'm going to transfer half of my flour to my egg mixture. Then I'm going to mix this, and to this I'm going to put half in of the milk mixture to it and give it a good mix. And then the remaining bit of the flour. So I'll mix the rest of the flour into this mixture, and then add in the remainder of the milk mixture. Also whisk this. This is my mixture for the Malva pudding. So now I'm going to put it into my baking tray, which I sprayed with spray and cook. So I shake this to come to the level. So there's my mixture that's going to be popped into the oven for baking for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to pop this mixture into the oven for baking for 30 minutes. About 10 minutes before taking off our pudding from the oven, we will go on with our making of the syrup. In the meantime, I'm going to make some custard to serve. Now I'm ready to make my syrup for my Malva pudding. It's just before 10 minutes before my Malva pudding get ready. So I have my pot on moderate heat. I'm going to add in my half a cup of orange juice. You can also use a half a cup of water, or you can use any type of orange juice to your choice, or half a cup of brandy. And then I'm using in my 100 grams of sugar. I will allow the sugar to dissolve. My orange juice came to a boil and the sugar has dissolved. So I'm adding in my 115 grams of butter. Allow this butter to melt away. My butter has melted up well. So quickly I'm going to add in my fresh cream to it and lower my flame because the cream will overflow. Stir this. Now I'm going to switch my stove off. I left my fresh cream for a few seconds, and the moment I take my Malva pudding out of the oven, I'm going to pour the syrup into my Malva pudding. 30 minutes has passed and my Malva pudding is ready, and I'm going to take it off the oven. There's our Malva pudding. My pudding has sunk a little bit into the center. Most likely my baking tray was just a little big for it. This is my syrup of which I'm going to pour it into the pudding. After pouring my syrup to my hot Malva pudding, I gave it 10 minutes to soak in. And there you are, the Malva pudding, and it's ready to serve. So I cut in a corner. You can see it's baked thoroughly. There's my piece of Malva pudding. I'm ready to serve with some lovely hot custard. And Malva pudding is to be served while it's still hot. Here you go, your lovely Malva pudding served with some nice custard on top. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.